Hello, grade 9. So this presentation is going to be a review for you because we are discussing class, but it's a good way for you to review the content and fix it, okay? So we're going to continue talking about the cell from chapter 5. So what's the cell again? Yeah, so cell is the basic unit of life. What are the three main components in cell? So the three main components are nucleus, cytoplasm, and cell membrane. Then you can see under optical microscope. So when we go back, we can observe some cells under microscope in the lab, okay? So cell is the basic unit of life and plays a role in basic body activities such as breathe, eliminate waste, grow, reproduction, basically everything that your body needs to function, it happens on the cell. Now, what are the functions of each part of the cell? Starting from cell membrane. What are the functions of cell membrane? Yeah, so protect and forms a barrier on the cell, so protects everything from going inside or from go out. So it's like a door from where the substance come in and go out. So the cell membrane facilitates the absorption of nutrients and other substances that the cells need, and also facilitates the evacuation of waste and other substances. So the cell membrane is from where the substance come in, and everything that the cells doesn't need or needs to be transported to another cell, the cell membranes make this easier to go out. Now, what's the functions of the cytoplasm? What do we have in the cytoplasm? Yes, so these organelles here are like little organs with specific functions. So the cytoplasm is this environment where the organelles can function properly. So the cytoplasm protect and help the organelles to work because the organelles only work in a good environment with a specific pH, salinity, temperature, and everything. So the cytoplasm keeps the environment proper. And what do we have in the nucleus? So in the nucleus is the cell control. Why? What do we have in the nucleus? Yes, we have the DNA. So the DNA is all the information your body needs to work. So contains and protect the genetic information. So it's like the book of instructions of your cell and of your body is inside the nucleus. So it protects and contains the genetic information, the DNA. So under an electron microscope, we can see the cell more detailed. We cannot just see the nucleus, membrane, and cytoplasm, but also the organelles. So here we can see more detailed of the cell. So the cell is not just a liquid inside, but it's very complex with all the organelles. With the cytosol is the liquid, and the organelles makes the cytoplasm. So we're going to talk about the 5 main organelles, and we're going to discuss their function. So the organelles here we can see in this diagram, they are more complex. Here we can see the mitochondria. So here is the mitochondria. Who remembers what's the function of the mitochondria? We can see what's this. So this is the endoplasmic reticulum. We're going to talk about it. And this one is the Golgi Apparatus. Okay, and this is small one, Lysosome. Okay, so we're going to talk about some of them. So the ribosomes, the little dots that you can observe in the cell, what's the function? Production of? Good. Protein. So ribosomes is production of protein. It's essential material for all the cells active for your body. Your body is full of protein. You are basically just protein, different proteins that the ribosomes produce. So the function of the ribosomes, production of protein. Endoplasmic reticulum. What's the function of this structure here? Yes, transportation. What else? Production. Yes, production of what? So production of substance. Yeah. So we can have the production of proteins, lipids, and hormones. But the production of proteins, which endoplasmic reticulum does? Which of them? The rough or the smooth? Yes, the rough. So why the rough produce proteins and the smooth no? Yes, because the rough has the ribosomes. Yes, so just the rough has the ribosomes attached, so they can produce protein. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum doesn't produce protein, but produce other substances as well, lipids and hormones. But be clear that the rough also produce protein, lipids, and hormones, okay? So all of them produce lipids and hormones, but just the rough produce the proteins. So just the rough endoplasmic reticulum produce proteins. But both of them produce lipids and hormones. And what are the other functions? Transportation. But what's the difference from the endoplasmic reticulum with the Golgi complex, Golgi apparatus? Yes, so the endoplasmic reticulum just transports, from one part of the cell to another. So just inside the cell, not outside. Okay, so from one part of the cell to another one. So just inside the cell, not outside the cell. Okay, so the endoplasmic reticulum transports, yes, substance, but just inside the cell. It doesn't transport from inside to outside. The other structure, Golgi apparatus. What are the functions of the Golgi apparatus? So here we can see the rough in the endoplasmic reticulum, but here the Golgi apparatus. So it packs, yes, store and packs the substance. So for example, the endoplasmic reticulum produces some protein. These proteins must be transported, right? So it transports from rough endoplasmic reticulum to the Golgi apparatus. Then the Golgi apparatus make a pack, so little bags with this substance inside, okay? So from this pack, it transports to outside the cell, okay? So the Golgi apparatus also transports the substance, but from inside the cell to the outside the cell. So the Golgi apparatus, the difference of the transportation is that the Golgi apparatus transports from inside to outside, and the rough or endoplasmic reticulum transports just inside the cell. Okay. Now the lysosome. What are the functions of the lysosome? Yes, digestion. Yeah, so digest certain nutrients. So the lysosome digests the nutrients that the cell needs, so break down the nutrients when it's come inside the cell, and also make the decomposition or recyclable of cell nutrients, cell constituents. For example, let's say a mitochondria is old, is not working anymore. Instead of just discard it, the cell reuse the components. So the lysosome goes, digests, decompose, and use again. That's the parts of the mitochondria to build a new. So that's why it's called recyclable. Why it makes digestion? Because it has what? Yes, it has enzymes. So enzymes break down the nutrients or all the substances. So lysosomes is full of enzymes that help this to make the digestion of the nutrients. Okay. So here we can see when the food comes in, so it goes inside like a little bag, a vacuum, and then this bag meets the lysosome. Okay, so the lysosomes comes here, full of enzymes. So the lysosomes come from the Golgi apparatus, okay? Because the Golgi apparatus produce the enzymes and packet these enzymes, and then the lysosomes comes here, meets this food vacuum, and starts the digestion. When it's finished, it depends on the function of that substance. If the cells need it as a food, it's going to stay inside the cell. If the cells need to discard it, it's going to be discarded. So any substance, it depends, okay, what's going to happen after. The cells can go here and go outside, or is used inside. The same happen, for example, there is a damaged organelle here. So the lysosome come and take it, this organelle, and digest it as well. Okay, so the main function of lysosome is digestion. Yeah. Now the last one, mitochondria. What's the function of mitochondria? Yes, respiration. So mitochondria produce energy through cellular respiration. So here there is a liquid inside. This liquid is used as an environment. So this liquid here is a good environment for the chemical reaction of respiration coming. So when you breathe oxygen together with other substance, this oxygen is going to break down and it's going to turn into carbon dioxide. Okay, this happens inside the mitochondria. This organelle is inside the cell. So the function of mitochondria is respiration. Yeah. Okay, now the summary. So cell is the basic unit of life with three main structures. What are they? Cell membrane. What's the function? Yes, protect the cell and make like a filter what goes inside or outside the cell. The cytoplasm. What's the function? Yes, create an environment from where all the organelles can work properly. Nucleus. What we have in nucleus? The DNA. Yeah, so it's the center control of the cell. So the organelles are little organs with a specific function. What are the functions of the ribosomes? Production of protein. What's the function of an endoplasmic reticulum? Yes, production of substance, transportation inside the cell. And what's the difference between the endoplasmic reticulum raw and smooth? Yes, the raw has the ribosomes attached, so it also produces protein. And the smooth doesn't have the ribosomes attached, so it doesn't produce protein, but produce other substance. Golgi apparatus, what's the function? Yes, pack, storage, and transportation, but now from inside to outside the cell. And lysosome, what's the function? Digestion. Why? It has what? Yes, enzyme. Decomposition and recycling. And the mitochondria? Respiration. Very good. So I hope you guys have understood this very well and have this in your mind, okay? This is really, really important. So if you have any question, please send me an email and I'm gonna be happy to help you, okay? Thank you.